Let's see some examples on the this part now first. So we will create one database first, say create, or we have already one database, say Isaac, use Isaac DB, use Isaac DB. Now we can say show tables. So here I have a two table defined now. We'll create another table, say create table item, and then we'll open here and say item ID int, and then we'll say primary key, and you can write here auto underscore increment. Okay, auto underscore increment comma, and then say item description, right? This is the varchar, say 20, quantity on hand integer, and say price, I have again integer I am taking now, and close it here, and I say engine equal to inodb, enter, create it. Now if I say select star from item, no records, we'll say insert into item values. What values? So we are not supposed to enter item ID here. We just enter the item descriptions and say I have a say this is the lux, quantity is a 40, price is 10. Okay, but this will not insert the record because you are not supplying the whole column data, you are supplying just 3 column data, right? So if it is a partial insert, then you have to specify the column name here, that I descriptions I am entering, and quantity on hand I'm entering, and then price I'm entering, right? So now it has been inserted. I'll insert another record now. I just say here some DO, I have a 50 quantity and the price is 180, enter. Now we can say select a star from item, so two records is displaying. If you can notice here, item ID I have not entered, so it is automatically generated here, right? Item ID here, because I have mentioned here auto increment, right? So this is a way to apply primary key foreign auto increment, sorry. And now we can create another table, say create table cells. Okay, I have a SID integer. Let us say this is a primary key. Okay, and then I have a item ID integer, and then I can say quantity sold integer, say price integer, and then I can say total integer, right? And now at this place I am just saying item ID is my foreign key. So what I can do here, I can write foreign FORAIGN foreign key. What foreign key? Item ID of this column, right? It will have a references with whom? item table item id, right? So item table item id, done. So after that, what you can do, if you want to apply the other properties like on cascade, if you remember, just you can look it here. Just go back little now. So you can see this code here. See, foreign key we're applying, and then on delete cascade, on update cascade. So we can write that one, and we can say here on delete cascade, on update cascade, right? And then uh, don't give comma here, and say bracket semicolon, and say engine equal to INNODB, semicolon, enter. So table has been created. Now I can say select star from cells, right? No records. I can insert the record, insert into cells, and I can say values. First value I have a 101 cell, first cell, and then item ID is 3, and quantity I'm entering 5, price is something, total is something, right? Semicolon. So do we have that item ID 3? Here I'm entering item ID 3, but there's the item ID only 1 and 2, so I cannot sell 3, right? Let us try what it's saying. It is clearly telling here cannot add or update a child row foreign key constant as a DB cells table. Okay, so there's a one names, foreign key name cells underscore IBFK underscore 1, automatically this name is given because I have not passed any name here, right? If you could have written constant XYZ, then the name of the foreign key could be the XYZ here. And it is saying on delete cascade, or so it is not finding this 3 here, right? So what we can do, if I say I want to sell 2, okay, fine, it done. Again I want to sell second cell, that is a 2, it's done. You can see this record now. So 2 record has been inserted, right? Again you want to insert for, say I want to sell the product 1, right? Again I want to sell the product 2, it has been inserted, right? So I have a 4 records in sales table, and in item table I just have a 2 records. If you can see this item table now, right? But suppose if I delete the item 2, then all these 2 should be deleted from here, because I've written on cascade delete, if you remember here in our code, on delete cascade or on update cascade. If any update happens here, I mean in this 1 or 2, the change will affect here, right? So let us try to update item, set item ID equal to 22, where item description equal to do. So I'm just changing the name of the item table of item ID. I mean it is 2, so I'm making it to 22. So it is saying it has been changed, right? Let us see the item ID. So 1 and 22 has become. But if I see this sales table, what will happen? Everywhere this 22 has become, right? Here it is 2, so this also automatically has updated. Now let us try to delete the record. So delete from item where item id equal to 22. So if I am deleting the record from the item table and record id is 22, so all the records should be deleted. If it doesn't delete, it means it is invalid data. I don't have item id and doing the cell, right? So it is wrong. So let us see this what happened. Okay, now we can check our cells. So in cells, all three record is gone, and from item table there's a one record is left. So this is what we are creating: primary key, foreign key, on delete cascade, on update cascade, and we have generated auto increment also, right? If we want to create index on certain column, let us say I want to create index on the price column. So what I can do here, I can say create index ind on item table price column. So index has been created. If you say describe item, it is saying that your item id is a primary key and auto increment, right? Price is having indexes, that it is saying mul here. And if we can see your sales table, sales, it is just saying SID is a primary key and item ID is a foreign key, means multiple key is there. If you want to see the whole structure of the table, then right here, so create table item. So it is telling you everything, create table item. So create table item, item ID is this, item descriptions, quantity on hand, everything it is displaying. Key IND is a price, right? Auto increment, and default is character set Latin 1, engine INODB. Same thing you can try with your sales table, and you can come to know everything here. So just write so create table sales. So you understood how to apply foreign key and primary key and all? Okay.